So Mike, I gotta tell you something right now. I think that New Balance is having the best year of any brand out there.
Wow, that's how you feel?
Thanks so much for tuning into the Soul by Soul YouTube channel. My name is Frankie.
And my name is Mike. If you like what you see today, be sure to give us a thumbs up and watch our videos. Subscribe to the channel, everyone. Today, we are talking about our sneaker of the year list so far. So before we get into the list, what we have to do is just talk about some positives and negatives of the year. We couldn't help ourselves. There's been a lot going on in the sneaker world. And Frankie, I'm gonna toss it to you. The floor is yours.
All right, let's get the negatives out of the way so we can get to the positives. My biggest negative of 2022 so far is Adidas. And I'm talking everything in Adidas. Yeah, it's great that we're actually seeing a lot of re-releases of Yeezys and so many of these classics coming out the woodwork. That's all well and good. But outside of that, Adidas, y'all got nothing else going out for you. There is no fire silhouette that I'm really looking forward to. I'm just not impressed by what I'm seeing from Adidas. And Jerry Lorenzo, where are you? I'm still waiting for something that is like Fear of God in Nike. I'm still waiting for that. So Adidas, I need y'all to come with the heat this second half of 2022, please.
Hey, and all I'll say to that point is, Jerry, the 3 stripes on your neck, for what? Let me get into my one gripe so far of the year. And that's going to be Nike's Air Max Day, man. I think that at the channel, we've been looking forward to that, especially since we did a lot of coverage on that last year. And it was dope to see some pairs get unvaulted. You know, we had the Bacon 90s, we had the Clots, like we had some new silhouettes even with the pre-day. But I was like, okay, they came out the pandemic year, which was more of a virtual Air Max Day. We back outside. So 2022 got to be a little bit stronger than that. We heard rumors of the Curry Air Max 1s coming. We didn't get those. And yes, there have been some dope Air Maxes and Air Max 1s specifically released this year so far, but it's like Air Max Day is supposed to be when you put everything together, group it together, and give us heat, make it worthwhile. And for me, like, that just didn't hit this time.
Well, it's great that we were able to get these things off our chests, monkeys off our backs. But now we're able to focus on a really positive light in 2022. And that is, without a doubt, New Balance. We told y'all at the end of 2021, we expected big things out of New Balance. And you know what? It might have been high expectations, but guess what? They have met and exceeded these expectations. A lot of the collaborations that they've been doing, fired. They're just coming out with so much heat, and it's just amazing to see the work that they've been putting in to not only create stylish, but comfortable sneakers. Ooh, Mike, 2022 is setting up to be the year of New Balance, bro.
The next thing we're jumping into is our honorable mention. So we're going to hit this right before we get into the list. And who I have to talk about first is a New Balance collaborator in Salehi Bembury. He went crazy on the Crocs, right? That collaboration has been speaking volumes. This year, he released 3 brand new colorways. I even had to get a colorway. I paid resale on it because they're that fire. Salehi is collaborating with Crocs again, I believe, to bring 8 new colorways of the Crocs silhouette. So I'm definitely hyped for that. It's not quite a sneaker to us. We don't consider it a sneaker, so unfortunately it didn't make the list. But if we considered it a sneaker, top 5.
For me, the honorable mention that I'm bringing to the table, it's gotta be the Air Jordan 1 85 Georgetowns. We always gotta give respect to the OGs when they enter the chat. And yo, not for nothing, I know there's been a lot of talk about the oversaturation and the loss of hype when it comes to AJ1s that has been occurring this first half of 2022. But yo, you gotta be honest, when an OG steps in, always got to give it love, always got to give it flowers. So, it didn't make the top 10 list, but we got to, give a shout out to the AJ1 Georgetowns.
And before we jump into things, I just want to explain the criteria and what exactly we're going to talk about, okay? So when it comes to criteria, we're talking about sneakers from January 1st to June 30th, right? Sneakers on our list today may be grouped together. They may have come in a pack, and we're going to leave them that way. During the end of the year list, we'll break them up and really decide on one sneaker over another. And then we're ranking our list today by personal interest. Would we actually rock this sneaker? We're talking about quality and craftsmanship. Can't leave that out. And then finally, the impact and popularity on the sneaker community. So we've combined lists today. And, you know, if you want to see our personal list, how we felt separately of Soul by Soul, be sure to check us out on the gram at _SoulXSoul.
Coming in at number 10, we got the Tom Sachs Nike Craft General Purpose Shoe. So Mike actually has this sneaker in hand right now. You can see it right there. Look, we know that the story behind the shoe is all about how boring it is. And Mike and I agree. This shoe is boring. But you know what? We also got to pay tribute to that creative spin on a boring shoe that a collaborator who has made one of Nike's top sneakers ever in the Mars yard make a shoe like this and have so many people clamor for it, want it. You could see the resale market and what it's doing there. But to then come out after the shoe has sold out and say, ha, guess what? This is going to restock. There's going to be other colorways coming. And it's just, you know what? That is awesome. That is really awesome. And it looks like a lot of creativity and detail has gone into the creation of this shoe. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some comfort behind it. The versatility is there. Wearability is there. So number 10, Tom Sachs.
Coming in at number 9, we have the Air Jordan 3 in the Cardinal colorway. This, to me, was just an early favorite when I saw it. I mean, mimicking that of, let's say, the Fire Red that we might get later this year, and it'll probably get bumped off the list because of that. But what I do think and what I do know from possessing the shoe is like the quality is there. It's just a nice summertime shoe. You know, the leather, the white leather was done well. You know, it has a glossy finish on the midsole. Some people like, some people don't. No Nike Air, but I think in terms of general releases, which we just have to salute and respect, it is a very, very nice sneaker for the year. Coming in at number 8, we have the Puma MB01 Rick and Morty's. Now, I don't know. You might say, y'all put a basketball sneaker like that on the list? And yes, yes, we did. For some reason, when I saw this sneaker, stood out to me. I think I may have tried for it. I didn't try hard enough. I don't really ball like that. But I just think how it infused and combined Rick and Morty and how that is just pop culture galore. And, you know, Mellow Ball and what he's been doing, it's just like perfect combination. I like the colorway. You know, you have the red side, you have the green side, and they go together and blend so well. So you may think, wow, this is just like this kid's first iteration of his basketball sneaker, but nah, he did that branding justice. He did the collaboration justice. And if you look at the resale market, it's not an easy shoe that you could just get. So I think kudos to that. We had to throw a Puma on the list. Doesn't happen often, but this one took it.
At number 7, we got the Air Jordan 4 in the military black colorway. You could see it right here in all of its glory. You know, it ain't the military blue that we may have wanted and may really still want in our collection, but nonetheless, the quality on these is pristine. I really like the suede mudguard that they got going on here. You still got the standard leather that's still pretty quality at that as well. And you know what? Black and white just go together on sneakers. They just look really fire. And yeah, you know, some people may look at it as like, oh, this is a little basic, but nah, this hits. And when you see them on feet, it's something else.
Number 6 here, we're talking about the Concepts Air Max 1 for the Universe pack. So we decided to throw on all 3 colorways of the pack. Frankie has the heavy colorway in hand right now. And I don't know. In the beginning of the year when these first released, it's just like they were so undeniable. I think what really influenced it was just how crazy the detailing and packaging is, but that's exactly what Concepts gives. They bring their all when it comes to collaboration. I know Frankie and I went back and forth kind of saying like, oh, but did it have the staying power necessary? But when it comes to really that quality, the material, the craftsmanship, like they knocked it out of the park. And I still see people rocking to this day. It's still a difficult sneaker to come by. And I don't know, not many people have all three in their collection. Frankie actually was able to hit on all three. And we'll put in this video, you know, our review for each of those sneakers.
So now we've reached the top 5, and coming in at number 5, we got the Kobe 6 Protro Mambacita Sweet 16s. It represents now that the Nike and Kobe estate have joined forces once again, and they came out with this sneaker that we were already seeing rumors of. We already saw were on feet of certain individuals, and it's just fire. The Kobe and Gigi on it, the gold hits, you got the black on the Mamba upper. It's just fire. A fire sneaker, fire shoe. The release had a lot to be desired. You know, that exclusive access stuff, I don't know if I'm a fan of with sneakers. I wanted a little bit more to that, but nonetheless, you can't deny what this shoe represents, what it represents for this year of 2022.
Coming in at number 4, we actually have them on hand today. That would be the Conversations Amongst Us 2002R. I think that this collaboration was just the perfect blend of everything. You had Joe Freshgoods helping out with the marketing and some of the collaboration on this. You had a team of Black creators at New Balance. Like, this just really kicked off something special over at New Balance. I think it's a colorway. I think it's a ripstop material, that premium leather material, the suede. Like, it's so much on sort of like a under the radar kind of sneaker collaboration. So I think that these will age well and it's something that people will want in the future. So
getting close to number 1, coming in at number 3, we've got the Casina Nike Air Max 1 Made to Be Together pack. Mike has got that beautiful, beautiful Wong-Ang orange in his hands right now. Woo-wee! I know Mike was just talking about Air Max Day, and I know we already talked about Concepts and their Air Max 1 delivery, but this sneaker right here, woo, it is something else, man. I just really love the material, the creativity, the craftsmanship that came with this shoe. And yo, this is a sneaker, especially the orange one. I know a lot of people talk about the gray colorway and say that that's more versatile. You know, you could use that as an everyday shoe. But with those orange ones, I think summer vibes. I think even fall vibes too. I think even spring vibes. That's a shoe you could wear all year round if you got the right fit for it. So, man, I just really, really loved what Casina did with the Air Max 1s. It's my favorite Air Max 1 of the year so far.
We're going on to number 2 now. It is none other than the Union Nike Dunk Passport Pack. So we have the pistachio colorway here. This one is probably the most desired colorway out of the bunch. You know, you have the Lakers colorway one, and you also have the Argon. And the concept behind this was really just focusing on travel, focusing on those exclusive sneakers that were kind of region locked, and Union did it again. If you actually go through this ripstop material, you'll see another colorway in leather. So this is kind of like 2 sneakers into one. I think they really capitalize off the dunk craze. I'm not gonna say dunks are dead. Clearly people still want them and love them, but I think it's coming down off the tail end.
And we've reached the end. We've reached number 1. And at number 1, we've got the New Balance Joe Freshgoods 9060 Inside Voices. I said it at the end of 2021. New Balance is gonna have a top 5 sneaker. I said it in the video of this shoe. This might be my favorite shoe of 2022. And guess what? It's number 1. When we sat down and made this list, Mike and I went back and forth, and we agreed, man, this is the standout shoe of the year so far. When you got Joe Freshgoods coming in and creating an entirely new silhouette that is based off the 990, one of New Balance's most successful series that it has. And he does this? He does this? From the baby blue to the space mesh pink, and then you got the penny cookie colorway that's just as fire as this sneaker right here. And man, when I talk about comfort, y'all, when I talk about comfort, woo-wee, this is the most comfortable sneaker I've gotten this year, and I would not be surprised if it stays at that ranking of the most comfortable sneaker of 2022. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked. Man, this is a standout. Joe Fresh Goods, New Balance. Shout out to y'all. Number one sneaker of 2022 so far.
All right, so that does it for us. Thank you all so much for tuning in and bearing with us throughout the video. We really like throwing out this content, and we feel like you guys also like when we talk about our list.
We want to know, what's your sneaker of the year so far? What's your top 10 list look like? Let us know in the comment section down below. Let us know on IG. Let us know through Carry Pigeon. However you want to let us know. Let us know what your list looks like as well, because we're also interested in what you think. Make sure to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Follow us on Instagram @_SoulXSoul. And you know what? 8 of the sneakers on this list, we've actually already done a video on. So we got so much content for y'all to comb through and look over. So we'll leave a link to one of the videos right here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And until next time, peace.